Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and today we're doing another really crazy dumb link combo, and guess what? Norden just got banned. Who cares? We don't even need this card because this combo can be done completely without Norden, and guess what? It's even better than last time because this time, Firewall Dragon hasn't even used its effect. I'm not going to mess around with you guys, this combo is really crazy. It's going to use every single monster in your extra deck, and guess what? None of them are going to go back at the end. We can't even use an Emerald anymore because bye-bye Norden, but who cares about that? One small detail that I should mention before we begin, I went to print out the Proxy Dragon for this combo, and unfortunately the printer in my college is out of, well, it's not really doing color images at the moment, so we're stuck with a black and white Proxy Dragon. This is everything you need in the extra. Order of summons is starting from here, going to here, and that's just starting things off. So this time we have a one-card combo to establish the same board as last time. We're going to be using a Lone Fire Blossom. In the hand we will actually require two monsters, so they can be pretty much anything in the deck. In fact, if you draw any of the so-called garnets in the deck, it shouldn't be a problem because you're able to utilize them for the effects anyway. So this is the starting hand, just a Lone Fire Blossom and two monsters to pull off this combo. You can do slightly weaker versions of the combo, say not summoning a Honeybot and stuff like that, and all that you'll need in that case is one monster with a Lone Fire Blossom for your starting hand. So the combo looks something like this. We start off by summoning a Lone Fire Blossom, doesn't matter where it goes. Tribute it to use its effect to summon Ophrys Scorpio from the deck. Effective Scorpio pitches the whatever from your hand to summon Cobra. Cobra's effect adds Brilliant Fusion to the hand, actually a relevant card unlike this random monster here. These two will Xyz summon for our first extra deck monster, and we will be bringing out, here we go, the MX Saber Invoker. Invoker's effect will activate. This is kind of similar starting off to the Jeff Jones combo, so bring out 1,000 Blades here, and then these two can be used for our first link summon of Mrs. Radiant. So now we have these two zones capable of being used for the summon of extra deck monsters. So Brilliant Fusion gives us a Gem Knight Seraphonite to one of those zones. That will send preferably a Garnet, but I don't actually have a Garnet at the moment. I'm trying to trade my way into them, so a Lazuli in this case, and a Trick Clown to the grave. Trick Clown's effect will activate. You'll take 1,000 life points, and in exchange for that, get 2 level 4 monsters, which seems pretty nice. Then we can use these two monsters to make the first rank 4, which will be Zodiac Broadbull. Activate its effect to search a Beast Warrior, adding the, of course, Reborn Tengu. Very, very useful for this combo. From Broadbull, you go into anything that you don't really want to summon, or you don't really care about summoning later on, so Borbo in this case, and then we can summon the Broadbull in the classic Zodiac sense. Activate this one's effect, which will add a Zodiac Rapier from the deck to hand. So the hand is now the same number of cards that we started off with, so from this combo you've already technically gone +4 in this case, but it's going to get a bit crazy. So from this point we're going to normal summon the Tengu, then these two monsters can be used to link summon, and bring out Gaia Saber. Triggers the effect of Tengu to summon a Tengu. Then we're going to do another link summon, Gaia Saber and Tengu. We'll make the first Firewall Dragon, summoning another Tengu. Then we can go from Broadbull into Chakanine, activate its effect to summon a Zodiac from the grave. And don't worry, that one doesn't have to go to an extra deck monster zone. Although you could, of course, just, if you happen to have pitched, say, any of your Zodiac main deck monsters for the effect of Scorpio, to summon that back, just in case you have any issues with a grumpy opponent. But don't worry, you can summon this from the graveyard back to this point, just in the same way that you could Monster Reborn if we had that card legally. So now we have 4 monsters, which we're going to use to summon the second Firewall Dragon. So there's a lot of monsters going away here. Firewall Dragon comes out. This Firewall Dragon's effects will trigger. So as Chainlink 1, we'll do the effect to summon one from hand, and as Chainlink 2, we will add back the Lone Fire Blossom from the grave. So resolve the chain backwards, add it to hand, summon it again. You want it in one of the zones that's linked to this Firewall Dragon because we need to trigger its effect. Activate Lone Fire Blossom to summon a Lone Fire Blossom. Triggers the effect of Firewall Dragon, so summons the Rat Peer. Use the Lone Fire Blossom again, this time to summon a Glow Up Bulb. Again, triggers the effect of the Firewall Dragon, so we're going to summon this Trollen Lockbird from the hand, put it in this zone. Then from this point, we're going to take the Rat Peer, summon a Tiger Mortar over it, summon a Dryden over it, activate its effect. You can choose which of the materials you want to get rid of. I normally go for the Tiger Mortar because if, say, you adjusted the extra deck for space for Emerald, and this were a level 4, then you'd be able to use Emerald to put stuff back in, and then you could summon another Rat Peer with that one later on. And that will summon a Rat Peer from the deck. So this is the current state of the board. Very simply, from here we're going to make a Proxy Dragon using the Glow Up Bulb and the random monster in hand. So out comes Proxy Dragon. You don't need to trigger the effect of the Firewall Dragon here because that's not all that relevant at this stage. These two monsters are both Cyverse, so they can be used for the Link summon of Honeybot. And 2 more summons to go. First, we're going to activate the effect of Glow Up Bulb in the grave. Send the top card of the deck to the grave. Oh, that's unfortunate. To summon it back. These two can then do our final summon for the combo, which is the Naturia Beast. So this is the combo. Yes, you do have a Brilliant Fusion on top of what I mentioned earlier, although it's not entirely relevant. This Firewall Dragon hasn't used its effect, this Trident hasn't been used to pop anything, and of course, you know, you could go back to having a Proxy Dragon and a Firewall Dragon instead, if you prefer that, which is maybe saving a little bit on the extra deck, but it's up to you. Thanks for watching this combo video. If you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to make, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Keep in mind that this is clearly not an optimal combo. It uses the entirety of your extra deck, so don't go around saying that you found the most broken thing in the world based on some Link format shenanigans with Tengu and plants, which as a community we already knew was kind of a broken connection anyway. Plus you throw in zoos and you get some pluses, so it's kind of nice. But yeah, if you think there's any problem that I haven't addressed with the combo other than utility, then leave it in the comment section down below and I'll take a look and assess whether or not your comment is valid, because I have had a couple of people comment on the last one with incorrect rulings on what was going on, and I had to sort of correct them and tell them no, it doesn't work like that, it actually works like this. But I'll just be basing my information on whatever sources are available and out there. If you got any suggestions for future videos that you want to see, go ahead and throw them down in the comments section. And if you want to see a deck profile of this, it's currently obviously not an optimal build. It's just a build that's designed to generate this 15 card combo fairly consistently. To get out the initial Lone Fire Blossom, you can use things like Super Solar Nutrient on your plant monsters. You can draw it in itself, and if you happen to draw a Foolish Burial, or if you draw, say, any of your so-called garnets, it shouldn't really be a problem. A lot of them can just be ditched with the Scorpio to generate the combo anyway. Drawing a Rat Peer, say, or a Tengu does not interrupt your combo at all, although double drawing Rat Peers, Tengus, garnets, or Lazulis in my case, does obviously bite into it a little bit. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.